293 people have been killed, 195 injured in the devastating landslides in Kerala's Wayanad district. This is what the death toll stands at currently, and the toll is expected to rise even now as rescuers continue to search through the debris. More than 206 people remain missing. These are the numbers we are getting for now. The Indian Army has completed the construction of the 190 feet long Bailey Bridge to intensify the rescue efforts to those stranded after the Wayanad landslides. The bridge was constructed by the Indian Army in a record time of 16 hours, and this is despite there consistently being adverse weather conditions in this region. With the completion of the bridge, all state-of-the-art machinery, including JCBs and other sophisticated machines, can now access the landslide site. A 350-member army team worked on a war footing basis for the past 24 hours. This bridge construction was in fact touted as highly critical, as rescue operations were hindered due to the severe inaccessibility of the affected Mundakkai area. The bridge can support a weight of 90 tons and is expected to mitigate the challenges posed by the difficult terrain and adverse weather conditions. Heavy rains are making it quite difficult for rescuers to carry out these search operations in Mundakkai, Punjiri, Vattom and other areas hit by the landslides. Meanwhile, we are also getting information of Indian satellites having captured the high-resolution images that show the widespread damage and devastation caused by these multiple landslides in the region. We'll bring you all those visuals shortly, but for now, let's cut across to our colleague Vivek Narayanan, who's currently joining us on the broadcast. Vivek, a very good morning to you. You've consistently been bringing us all the latest updates with regards to Wayanad. Well, this morning, despite the death toll, in fact, having risen to 293, there's still a good news, we would say, that comes in from the region, as the Bailey Bridge has now been constructed. It's a record time that's been set by these engineers. 16 hours is what we are learning. Help us understand what are the information that we are getting from this region. What progress have these rescue operation personnel made after the bridge has been completed?
Yes, the bridge has been completed in a record time, which is indeed a huge relief. It's not just for this operation, but going forward also, people, it'll be easy for people to, move from one, other end of the river to the other end of the river. So basically, it is a huge relief. It's been completed in nearly 17 to 18 hours. But as far as rescue operations are concerned, yes, all the earth-moving machines and the JCBs, Hitachis are all been brought to Mundakkai, which is the main area or the spot where the landslide has, wrecked the maximum amount of damage, where nearly 150 houses were completely washed away, and most of these houses are still under the wreckages over there, and also. It's not just these JCBs or other machineries are also, will also be brought into this particular area. It's indeed a very challenging, rescue operation. The army team itself has told yesterday that, they have conducted a lot of rescue operations, relief operations, in landslide-prone areas in other parts of the country. But this is one of the most, challenging operation. That is mainly because the landslide took place from a very higher elevated position, and then the entire land mass and rock materials, boulders that fell down, and this boulders actually went on top of these houses, and these houses are submerged now. The biggest challenge is all these boulders needs to be removed, and that is going to be extremely challenging. But as far as the numbers are concerned, as far as the death toll has touched 316 at this point of time, and 225 are still feared missing.
Vivek, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you there. Did you just mention that the death toll has risen to 316? Is that so?
Yes.
Well,
That is
that's a highlight for our that's a rather unfortunate highlight for our viewers out there, that the death toll, in fact, for now, we just mentioned 293 only a little while ago, but the death toll now, ladies and gentlemen, stands at 316. Each and every minute as it is passing, we see the death toll rising one by one. Yes, Vivek, continue with
Oh yes,
finishing your thought.
so yes, the biggest challenge right now, after the rescue operation, is to ensure the rehabilitation of those people who are in the, relief camps. Around 8,120 people have been, are now in the various relief camps. Around 82 relief camps have been opened out in Wayanad district. Yes, there are all the various organizations, especially volunteer organizations, NGOs, are all reaching out to them and providing all the necessities. But whatever important documents, the belongings, especially personal belongings, documents, educational documents, land documents, all these things are buried deep under the debris. And they know that they cannot retrieve it again because it's damaged forever, and the government has now assured that all possible facilities, to ensure the reviving of back to the life to these people will be made. Education for the kids, who have lost their dear ones, will be made available in the camps itself. Now, where are these people going to be rehabilitated? That is going to be decided by the government. Yesterday, there was a high-level meeting that was held, where Chief Minister had spoken to the chiefs of all the departments. He has coordinated among them, and the government is coming with a plan. In the meantime, the central government is very, very closely watching. The Prime Minister himself has been monitoring the situation right from 30th of July, from morning itself, as what can be done. Remember, two villages called Mundakai and Churalmala has been completely washed away.
Right.
So the rebuilding of this two villages, that is going to take a lot of time. And what steps will be taken going ahead to ensure people in these landslide prone area are moved out of this place, and there will be strict implementation of the NMDA rules, especially when it comes to environmental sensitive areas, will be implemented from going on from here, because this is going to be a huge lesson for the government. Yes, there has been enough warnings that's been given. There has been lapses on the side of government authorities. That is something which is now being proved. But more than that, what can be done going forward? That is going to be the big question, and that is what everyone are waiting to, are looking up to at this point of time.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, Vivek, help us understand. These are, in fact, some of the visuals that we were just mentioning, ladies and gentlemen. The satellite images that have now been now that we have been able to access of what the exact route was of these multiple landslides, which has washed away two villages completely in the Wayanad region. With that, let me come to you, Vivek, with a rather humanitarian focused question now. With the situation that is currently prevalent in the relief camps, do help us understand the kind of resources that have been provided by the center. What exactly is the condition of these relief camps currently with the people who have been kept there? Because we know Rahul Gandhi was also camping in Wayanad. He also met these survivors of the landslides. And also, and this is particularly for our viewers out there, are there any particular drives that are currently that have been introduced by these NGOs for people to come out and help people in Wayanad? Any particular ways that have been announced with regards to maybe more resources being sent in the terms of food, clothing, whatever other basic amenities and necessities at this point for those people who are in the relief camps?
Yes, for those relief camps, for those people, all the necessary items that they require on a day-to-day basis, are being collected at every district. There are 14 districts in the state. There are collection points in every district. So all those people who want to contribute can go to the collection points and ensure that their products, whatever it is, be it dress materials, be it food, be it any materials for that matter, can be handed over to that collection point, and from there it will be handed over to the collectorate. The collector of the particular district, of the concerned district, will take it and will send it to Wayanad. So that is how this is happening. But as far as financial support is concerned, the Chief Minister's Disaster Relief Fund is the one which everyone can contribute. People have already been contributing. There has been politicians, film actors, celebrities, sports persons. Everyone has been coming forward from yesterday onwards. Ever since the CMDRF account has been active, they have been contributing towards that, and this will be directly given to will be used for the reviving of the families who are left behind following this disaster in Wayanad. And the Chief Minister has made it very, very clear that individual contributions to people should not be given. It should be directly transferred to the CMDRF because the government has to ensure that every money reaches out to those people. This is something which is very, very important because coming back to life is something which going forward is the most important thing, because it's not a matter of a few people, thousands of people who are directly, indirectly dependent on these people who have lost their life, their properties. Everyone, their future is at stake at this point of time.
Absolutely.
So the government has to ensure that they are leaping back to normalcy. And that is the biggest priority of the government, and the government, along with the central government, the state government, the various departments, authorities, with the help of NGOs and coordinators, are now on that mission.
Right, Vivek, thank you for bringing us all those details. In fact, I think this particular aspect that we just touched upon is for all our viewers out there as well. What can they do with regards to what is going on in Wayanad? On your screens right now are the before and after images that reveal that about 86,000 square meters of land slipped and the debris flowed from about 8 kilometers along the Iruvaipura river. Now, the Indian Space Research Organization's report also provides evidence of an old landslide at the same location. These are the images that have been released by ISRO to help us understand with regards to what exactly went down. With that, we've also shown you visuals of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, who are in Wayanad and are taking a stock of the situation, visiting various relief camps, meeting the victims. Today, in fact, the leader of opposition will be holding a meeting with the party leaders in Kerala to coordinate relief work. With that, though, these are the latest updates that we're bringing to you from Wayanad. Let's also take a look at a controversy that's now broken out over the Wayanad landslides after the Principal Secretary of the Disaster Management issued an advisory to the Principal Secretary of Science and Technology urging restraint in expressing opinions related to the landslide in Wayanad. This is the current war of words that's going on. Chief Secretary of Kerala later issued a clarification stating that the advisory wasn't intended to restrain the scientific community of the state from conducting studies and providing insights. He added that the objective was to discourage statements and opinions by individuals from scientific institutions that might be misquoted, potentially creating panic and confusion among the public at a time which is already extremely critical, at a crisis situation that is already undergoing, that the people of Wayanad and Kerala are already undergoing. So this is the particular update that we're also bringing to you from Kerala, another very different aspect that's been developing on this particular story.